So yesterday, I see this tweet pop up on my timeline. It's got 1 million views on it. It's from a guy named Sancho_Wes saying, I'm a die on this hill that Chris Paul isn't better at the game of basketball than Kyrie Irving. We can argue though. Oh, Sancho, we are arguing on this. Oh, we are absolutely arguing on this. Because listen, man, I've seen a lot of Kyrie Irving takes over the years, and please don't get me wrong, Kyrie is a phenomenal player. But the way that I see some people talk about him, he is borderline becoming overrated almost. Especially when we're talking about comparing him to Chris Paul. Guys, both players in their prime, it's not even close. First and foremost, just to get all the accolades and career stuff out of the way, this is Kyrie. He's a 9-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year, an NBA champion, obviously, made the All-Rookie team, and is an All-Star Game MVP. Certainly not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Honestly, it's a pretty solid career. But now we've got Chris Paul, and what do we have here? 12-time All-Star, a 6-time steals champ, a rookie, he made the All-Rookie team, 9-time All-Defensive teams, Kyrie has none, a 5-time assist champ, 11-time All-NBA, Rookie of the Year, and an All-Star Game MVP. Now, I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that's going to point out the fact that Chris Paul has no ring, he went to the finals, he lost, and quite frankly, I honestly couldn't care less. Because when it comes to these two players, if we're talking about Kyrie Irving and Chris Paul in their prime, there's only two things that Kyrie does definitively better than Chris Paul. Kyrie, I believe, is a better overall scorer than Chris Paul, and he obviously has better handles. He probably has the greatest handles in NBA history. But that is literally it. There is nothing else that Kyrie does definitively better than Chris Paul in his prime. I mean, let's just call it like it is. There's a reason this guy's nickname is the point god. He's a better facilitator. He's a better passer. He's honestly just as good of a shooter as Kyrie as far as I'm concerned. Maybe just a smidge less, but he's right there. And he is worlds apart better defensively than Kyrie Irving has ever been in his career. Couple that with the fact that Chris Paul is just a better floor raiser than Kyrie Irving will ever be. I mean, this debate is just nonsense. And this is also coming off of the heels of Kendrick Perkins leaving Chris Paul off of his top 10 point guards of all time. That makes zero sense. That's just illogical. It just feels like at this point, because Chris Paul doesn't have an MVP or an NBA championship, that all of a sudden he's just this whatever guy all of a sudden. When the reality is that this man is one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game of basketball, that shouldn't be a debate. I mean, just look at the names that Kendrick Perkins put in his top 10 point guards of all time. Obviously, you're going to have Magic Johnson and Steph Curry. He has Oscar Robertson, John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas, Gary Payton, Russell Westbrook, Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, and Bob Cousy. Now, listen, man, I love me some Gary Payton. We all love the glove, man, but I'm sorry, are we really going to say that Gary Payton is a better point guard than Chris Paul? That is absurd. I understand defensively this guy was an absolute monster, but he wasn't even close to the facilitator and passer that Chris Paul is. And when it comes to shooting and scoring, they're not even close. I mean, this is just so ridiculous to put ahead of Chris Paul. And listen, I actually defend John Stockton more than most people. I think people don't give this guy quite enough credit, or people at least have been trying to take it away as time has gone on. But is there really an argument for John Stockton to be ahead of Chris Paul all time? I'm just saying, I don't know. He also doesn't have any MVPs or championships. And even if he did, I'm just saying, their skill level, everything that they were doing. I mean, Stockton in his prime was awesome, don't get me wrong. But listen, it was very basic in comparison to what Chris Paul can do. I'm much less mad at Stockton being in the list versus someone like Gary Payton, if I'm just being honest with you. Ultimately, this all started with the whole Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving comparison. I already made that very clear, but I just feel like Chris Paul lately has been getting wildly disrespected. The fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, for me, this man is clearly one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game of basketball, and there are very few people that have either matched or exceeded what he can do. As far as where I would rank him in my top 10, I would have to think about it, but he's there regardless. Please let me know what you think about Chris Paul and these debates, and until next time, peace.